Hello everyone and welcome to Lunar Merman. Today I'm taking an Ever After High doll, we're giving her a repaint, and we're going to get her all ready for spring because I know I am. First thing I did was wipe her face off with acetone. Unfortunately I realized that this wasn't pure acetone and I had to walk across campus to then go to the school store and buy 100% pure acetone. And then walk all the way back. So that was a trip. After all my suffering of trying to take off the factory paint, I was finally able to get it off. I sprayed her face with MSC, and I'm starting to go in right now with my pastels. I use Faber Castell pastels. Faber Castell pastels, that's funny. And I also use Faber Castell water pencils. So right now I'm just going back and forth with the pastels, and I'm putting in some of her first lines on her face. Her eyelids were super molded, so it was kind of hard to change the eye shape, so I kind of just went with it and did what I did. At this point I have already used my watercolor pencils to block in the colors that I'm using for her eyes, and pretty much right now I'm just going back and forth. I start doing her eyebrows and I block that in with pastels. However, I was having a real hard time with these eyebrows, and I don't know what I was doing wrong, but everything just looked terrible. So I kept going back and forth with my kneaded eraser, and then eventually I was like trying to define it with my watercolor pencils. So it was a trip, but they look good in the end. I believe this is her second coat of MSC. Right now I'm going in and adding in some of her makeup, a little bit more of her blushing, and just adding more pigment to everything that I've already laid down. As you can see, her face has evolved quite a bit since before. I don't know why, but I accidentally cut that part out, so I apologize. Right now I'm going in with my black watercolor pencil. I'm adding in her eyeliner and pretty much darkening up anything that I feel needs to pop out a bit more. And then I'm going to go in with my white watercolor pencil, and that's actually one of my favorite parts. I use the white watercolor pencil for highlights, and I do that around her brows, her inner eye corner, her cupid's bow. I feel like it makes their faces just pop so much more and makes them so much more adorable. If you thought this doll was going to have no glitter, you were mistaken, because she most definitely is. I actually forgot my Pearl X pigment, so thank you to my friend Tabitha for letting me use her makeup for this. And I'm just dusting that all over her cheeks to add some shimmer. After I sprayed her face with another layer of MSC, I'm going back in and adding freckles above her nose. I feel like I just add glitter and freckles to every doll that I've ever made, but that's because glitter and freckles are adorable. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Right now I am continuing to darken up her pupil with my black watercolor pencil before I use white acrylic paint to add her eye shine. The eye shine is another part that I really love, because the minute you add it, it's like, oh wow, this doll is alive and staring at me. Right now I'm using Elmer's Glue All to glue on eyelashes to her. I prefer eyelashes over drawing the eyelashes, mostly because drawing the eyelashes is really hard, but also because I feel like it adds quality to the doll. Right now I'm going in with some liquitex high gloss varnish, and I'm putting that all over her iris, her inner eye, and I'm putting some on her lips, and that just adds so much life to the doll. Finally, moving on to the garment, I am doing a bell sleeve blouse, and I'm also going to be doing an overall skirt. So right now I am prepping the shirt. I already have my pattern. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac glue to go around the edges just for extra protection because I do go over and sew it. I'm super paranoid about these tiny clothes unraveling, so I do everything that I can to make sure that they stay together. I'm also going to be making her some knee socks, so I'm just sewing them on her, and then I'm going to cut off the excess, flip them inside out, and add some sequin. Right now I'm making the bottom half of her overall skirt. I just pleated it by folding it over itself, and then I took a long strip of fabric, and then I hemmed it to the top and pinned it down. Right now I'm taking the bib and I'm just going to fold it to the bottom, the nice side to nice side, and I'm going to sew along the edge. I know I'm rushing through a lot of this, but I just get really stressed recording myself sewing because I feel like I'm missing details if I'm not looking close enough, so I apologize, I really do. Now, for the straps, I just took a long piece of skinny fabric, I glued it down with Fabri-Tac glue, and now I'm sewing over it again, and I'm just going to cut it in half and then sew it onto the skirt. Now I'm going to sew on buttons so I can take the overall skirt on and off. I decided I was going to make her a cute little beret, so I am tracing her head right now, and I'm actually tracing 2 circles out, and then I'm going to fold the fabric in half, sew around the larger circle. I'm going to go all the way around, and then I'm going to cut out the excess fabric. Right now I'm going to pinch both sides of the fabric so I can get a grasp on that inner smaller circle that I made beforehand, and that's going to be the actual circle that her head is going to be fitting into. So I'm going to cut that out all around, and then I'm going to make small slits around the rim. I'm leaving a little bit of space, and I'm going to fold back that fabric, and I'm going to glue it down with Fabri-Tac glue, and I'll go over it and sew it, but I just do the initial Fabri-Tac glue just to make sure that it is safe and that nothing will get unraveled. Now, I wanted to give the doll's hair a trim and some layers, and because I am impatient and a butthead, I did not search any videos of how to actually do this. So her hair, it's cute because I was able to fix it, but it's still not as good as it could be. I feel like I probably could have watched like a Denisa Madrano video and figured out how to do this properly. But like I said, I was rushing because I'm a butthead, and that's all I have to say about the issue. Once I can get her hair done, she is pretty much all done and just about ready to get dressed. This doll is all done and she is ready for spring. I've decided I'm going to name her Daisy, and I'm naming her after my mom actually, because I didn't mention this before, but this doll is a present for my mom's birthday. I wanted her to be really cute, flowers everywhere because my mom loves flowers, she loves gardening, and rightfully so with a name as adorable as Daisy. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making her, especially because she is a present for my mom, and it was just way more fun thinking of things that my mom would like. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I have lots of fun stuff planned in the future for future videos. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye everyone!